be a little bit on the back foot here, Blank. They were on that western coast fairly early on. They haven't pushed more inland, but that might play into their favor later on, depending on how much conflict unfolds in the fields to their east.
Yeah, Fourth Rise, they completely realize that, oh my god, it is probably massively chock-a-block over towards Quarry. So let's just swing round onto the western side. FARQ, I don't terribly mind it playing on that western coast. Not really many areas that wouldn't have been taken up already. It depends how early they got to the circle. I'd love to watch that back later on.
Just taking their time out on the western side. AGAL playing the long game all the way up on the north side, just near Crates right now, South Georgia Pole. Now we'll be playing quite late into the circle from the north side. Fortunately, there's not really too much to stop them moving in on the West Coast Road, maybe even crossing the fields to the west of Everest. Nigma Galaxy, they run into a little bit of a roadblock, or rather the roadblock runs into them as Fourth Rise find the back lines of Nigma Galaxy, and I don't think you're getting him back up there. With the forwards position already established for Nigma Galaxy, they may lose even more if they're not careful.
Coops realizes he has to leave now. He did stop off slightly, but has to get a move on. We'll regroup with the rest of the team. It's not a horrible compound to play either, but it does become a horrible compound with only 3 players. It's a lot of area to hold here. They can't really afford to go for a 2-2 split between the buildings because they don't have that 4th player. So I think for Nigma Galaxy, it might be tough, especially with this becoming quite a prominent area of the map.
On the north side, AGAL still playing it slow as Fourth Rise continue to sweep on the western edge. RRQ potentially next up on the menu for them. And AGAL may actually crunch in from the northern side on it, but Aurora now spanning the south expanses of this field to potentially be a stopper for this rotation. A split up as well. There are open angles for Aurora to try and exploit, but it looks like AGAL content to play it slow again.
I don't mind it. I mean, they were able to get a lot of eliminations the further they got into the game. Yes, about 5 of them came through very early on, but they were pretty steady with it. That does make things a little bit harder. Now, for GK, come on, guys. I think now's about the time to regroup. This is becoming a little silly now.
Please.
It's very, very greedy. Very, very greedy. Quarry's still in play. Down towards that south side. I do like Thundertalk's position off the back of that one. They can play over towards the hillside if they want to, coming out on that eastern edge. Furia as well has kept it fairly silent. Down towards that southeast edge, there's a big ridge side that runs through there. Fourth Rise, though, they're wrapping back. They are wrapping back, and Furia might have something to say about this.
Playing that stopper on some of the quarry mouth buildings, but I think Fourth Rise, I mean, they came from this area, they're going to have a little bit of info, but Thundertalk's presence might be an unknown quantity for them. They're sending straight through. I think they're just going to get past Blank. Fourth Rise are going to settle themselves potentially right in the middle of GK's split.
There's an easy location to play there as well. It's high ground, looking down towards a lot of squads. My Furia, I question how much they saw of that, because they are playing with little information because the terrain in that area doesn't provide the sight lines over towards Fourth Rise. GK tries to regroup and they lose 1 player off the back of it. I don't want to say I told you so, but
you do. You really want to say it.
I really do.
Say it.
I'm a smug type of guy. But no, for GK,
let it rip.
It was a little greedy to hold it as long as they did. For Orangutan, I respect the decision to move in towards that location. It was only a matter of time, and I think GK could probably get away with this one. It's just you pick one or the other. We're late into the game. There isn't a huge amount of fantastic compounds left anymore, and GK's trying to hold 2 of them.
Well, not anymore. Orangutan have actually taken that eastern point now. So, central locations are taken by GK, Orangutan, and Fourth Rise. The South Hill, the most open, potentially the most vulnerable, but also potentially the most profitable in terms of point scoring capabilities. On that south edge, you've got Goat Team, Furia, going to be forcing teams to approach you in a very linear fashion. It's going to make it difficult to take down this position for a long, long time. So we'll see how Fourth Rise can manage that. The north side, a little bit more messy though. Teams are a little bit more spread out, trying to wend their way on through. Looks like it's plenty messy on the east though, as Goat are stopping AGAL.
mean, for all gamers, they have had a slow approach into this game. They've been in the blue for a very long time. They have very little information going forward into this one. Goat's currently playing on a 2-2 split. Curious to see how all gamers want to play this now, because even Ketch is now having a little peek down towards that south side. He wants to check in on what's happening. And all gamers are really like, okay, this looks very rough going on towards the west. Let's try the north. You're going to bang straight into Ulf. So I think for all gamers, it has just been a very slow game, which has led to little information. They're going to have to bank on having some strong gameplay going forward to try and cut a hole in the side of this circle. That's a fast rotate from Ulf, though, John.
They are moving at pace, at speed. In they go, splitting the difference and not really running into too much competition on that move. Maybe slamming straight into Geeke's position. We've got, as well, Kiwoom, DRX trying to hold their northwestern side. Trying to keep themselves alive, and it's going pretty well. On their push, AGL tried to move in the wake of Ulf, but it's not going quite so cleanly for them. They have to stall, they have to falter, and OG are all too ready to take those points. So back on board with the nades coming in through the windows here. Ulla wanting to hold out, but not quite connecting on either front. KRX hopping Binny back, moving him into a more favorable position to try and go for those assists. And no nades are really connecting here, Black. Okay, there they connect.
Yeah, it's been a lot of explosions, not a lot of knocks coming through. Yeah, sure, Coop actually took most of the brunt of the damage so far. The nade right underneath his belly. Yeah, for all gamers, they headed down over towards that high ground, only to find themselves up against 4 Thrives. Funnily enough, after all these nades are spent and done, it's actually the M4 that does the most damage through these windows. Oh, finally, we find 2 back-to-back coming through from QXZ as well as Hoxie. Okay, I take it back. I take it back, guys. All right, didn't mean it. I did not mean it.
Enigma Galaxy didn't manage to get in for a third party in time. In the meantime, on the southeast side, well, we're on board with AGAL there, but further out, you still got 4 Thrives suppressing Fury and Goat, forcing them into a fight with one another. You can see they're popping up in the Elim feed. Silence is going to fall. And over on the north edge, as we're on board with Aurora and Flash, fighting over location, a fairly isolated fight.
Yeah, very much so. It's kind of a weird one too. I mean, for Aurora, you sort of expect to be playing on this one. It's a very classic spot. Most people know of this one. You use it because it's very easy to defend your vehicles in the ditch. Slightly nade bait, but for Aurora, they slow them down and try and just pass on by, but they are directly heading over towards Ulf. Oh, Scarface does find that initial shot, which is great to see from Scarface. That long-range capability comes into play, finally.
Even more AGAL trying to get a little bit, but Aaron has other ideas, sprays them down, damage pouring on through. Orangutan moving, Aru up, does suppress Ulf a little bit, so maybe a little bit better of a chance for Aurora to piece themselves back together. But it is really difficult now to find any semblance of safety in the middle. Ulf do get all 4 of their players back up to their feet in their very central location now. Not too many teams are going to be able to take them down from this one. Aurora step in 2 with 4 Thrives, who are now up to 4 eliminations. They get that res. Now they're holding off against Top and Ziol on the off angle, as well as Goat putting pressure onto Falak.
Ooh, 4 Thrives, they're surrounded. If they get themselves out of this situation, it will be big news for them. Player pulled out the side of the vehicle. Ayala is down. Moxie moves up. Furia desperately fighting back here. Eagles behind the tree, looking to bark back at this team. Finally finds the first with the help of Chief from the back lines.
Oh, 4 Thrives are here to play, though, and it's a shooting gallery. For the team from Pakistan, they're racking up the points now. They want to keep going. Aurora looking to backfill, maybe cause problems here, but RRQ is sandwiching the far side now. Nowhere is safe. Furia down to 1. Nobody is going to escape this compound. 2 teams enter, none will leave.
Zypher spots the enemy off in the distance, the danger coming through. And backing up the vehicle into the wall, giving a little bit of makeshift cover as we go forward. Aru, though, doing some wonderful work over towards that northeast side. Sadly, just down to 2 there, but still holding off on his own. I think a lot of people had questions about Aru, but he's proving them wrong right now in terms of the gun skill. Very, very smart player overall, though.